This little drill can serve your dog well throughout his entire working career. A pure casting-only drill, walking baseball is ultimately flexible, and you don't need a helper to do it. When I call it a casting-only drill, I mean that you won't be sending your dog on a line at any time, nor will you run any marks in this drill. What you will need is a good grasp of walking baseball's fundamentals. Well, what I mean by that is not a set pattern or course to walk each time, or a set formula for cast combinations or anything like that. This is one of the most flexible drills there is, and my fondest hope is that you'll practice it often and become better and better acquainted with it so you can take advantage of all that flexibility. No, the fundamentals I'm speaking of are the basic mechanics used to run it. They're what I call drill dynamics, and they determine how useful this drill ends up being for both you and your dog. In order to illustrate all of this, we're going to show you 3 dogs at 3 different levels. I'll literally walk you through this session with each dog. Each time that I go somewhere, I'll tell you why I'm going there. Everything that I do, I'll describe why I'm doing it, I'll describe how I'm doing it, and what effect that it has on a dog. I'll also be reminding you that I'm doing things as I am because of the level of the dog at each level of training. That's the flexibility part. Welcome to Walking Baseball. This is an old drill, been around a long time. And yet, it seems like an awful lot of people still don't quite understand it. Many people think they're running it, and when we talk about it for a while, we find out they're really not running it right. And if you're not running it right, if your dynamics are not correct, then you're getting less out of it. You do any of this stuff to get a lot out of it. Do this right, you'll get a lot out of it. It's a wonderful little drill. You can do it alone. It only takes 2 bumpers in a field where you can see your dog in the bumpers. Pretty simple? Well, maybe. It's a little bit of a chess match, and you're going to see how that goes. So let's go out here and get to work. You'll need a field like this one, as plain and featureless as possible. A soccer field or a football field will do nicely. Now this one rolls a bit, but it's so closely mown and wide open that you can see the dog and the bumpers all the time. Why is that important? Because you want to be able to see your dog all the time, and rolling terrain or a field with too much cover will tend to cause your dog to be out of sight at times, and you can't handle a dog you can't see. And you can't tell if he's doing the right things. The other thing you'll need are 2 large orange bumpers, the 3-inch size. No white or any other colors, just orange, just large. The issue is visibility, but that doesn't say it all. You'll be able to see large orange bumpers for a very long way, and that really helps when you start to stretch out your cast to be carried for long distances. But dogs don't tend to see orange as well as white, black, or more stark color shades, and that's good. Sure, many people will assume that it helps the dog to succeed if you use white bumpers at first. The dog will be able to see the bumpers he's cast toward. That'll help him get to a bumper, but it might be the wrong one. It's really more likely to cause him to make a mistake by casting to the secondary bumper instead of the one he was cast toward. Because most dogs don't tend to see orange very well, the suction factor is slightly reduced. Only the dog's memory of the secondary bumper will provide the suction, and believe me, that'll be plenty.